Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to give you a brief introduction to runes. If you like to watch different readings on YouTube, tarot readings or other readings, one of the things you'll see is runes, and if you're really not familiar with them, I'm just going to give you a brief intro here. Alright, so I found this Rune Magic kit for only $15 at Barnes & Noble. And I'm going to start with that. My husband had gotten it first, and I really, really liked it, so I went and got one for me. And it says, a practical guide to rune magic, reading runes in divination, casting techniques, and interpreting the ancient stones. Now, honestly, years ago, runes were one of the first divination tools I started using, and I liked them. I read a lot about them, and I used them for a while, and then I kind of just stopped. I'm not sure why. There was no particular reason. It says, includes 25 runes, a velvet bag, a 64-page instruction book. So that's a really good deal for $15, I think. There's the side of the box. It is published by Wellfleet Press. There's the top. There's the other side. It's kind of the same. Okay, so it says, derived from runa, an old Germanic word meaning whisper, secret, or mystery, runes were the alphabetical letters of the Norse and Germanic tribes in Northern Europe from the pre-Christian era until the 13th century. Okay, so that's it, in a nutshell, basically what runes are. Complete with 25 runes, a drawstring velvet pouch, and a 64-page guidebook, Rune Magic explains the history of the runes, the meaning of the runic alphabet, and the power of the secret symbols they contain. Uncover the mysterious powers of the runic alphabet for yourself with this all-inclusive kit. This actually really is a cool kit. And the manufactured suggested retail price is $22.99. So as you can see, $15 is a good deal. And if you're a Barnes & Noble member, and they're not paying me to say this, but if you are, you get an extra 10% off, which I think is really cool. All right, so let's open the box and see. Obviously, it's a flip-top box. And this is what it looks like. So there's a plastic insert. This is a whole plastic set here. There's a Rune Magic book that comes in it. And then you have to... These are kind of sometimes a pain. It's really hard to get them back together once you take them out, but maybe you won't need to do that. And then these runes are taped in here, so obviously this is the first time I've opened my kit. I did look at my husband's. And so these runes come out of here. So the runes are about an inch long and maybe a half an inch wide. Oops, sorry. This is what they look like. They're black. They seem to be made out of, well, I'm not sure, but you're going to have to get some Goo Gone if you get these and take the sticky off the back, okay? So that's what they look like. I'm not sure. They don't seem like plastic. They seem maybe like resin, okay? So that's what those look like. And the other runes come packaged like this in a package. And it's kind of, I think this packaging is really nice. It's not something you're going to easily get back together, though. And then it comes with a nice velvet drawstring pouch. So let's look and see what this book, and we'll do a reading, but you know what, we won't do these runes because I don't feel like unwrapping them all, but I do have some others that I'll show you, and then we can do a reading from those. All right, so we have an introduction, the origin of the runes, Nordic wisdom, Rune Magic, reading the runes. And then it says there are several different Germanic runic alphabets, or rune rows as they're known, all of which are closely related. There is much variation, however, in the shapes of the rune symbols and the number of runes they comprise. So it talks about the Elder Futhark, phonetics, and variations, and then reading the runes. And it tells you in this book the name, okay, Fehu, the name of the rune. And this is what I hope somewhere. I don't see it here, but I need a pronunciation key, because if I am doing a rune reading for someone, I don't want to foolishly pronounce the rune name wrong. Anyway, so it says the number of the rune, the name of it, what it looks like, the symbol. Let me see, hold it up, that will help you better. It says the word Fehu means cattle. Cattle were the principal source of food and clothing to all the Germanic peoples. Their horns also provided drinking cups, while their dung fertilized the land for crops. A tribe or family's wealth and status were measured by the number of cattle they owned. The word Fehu, therefore, also came to mean money or wealth, and is the source of modern English words such as fee, fief, and feudal. All right, so it has associations with oh, I'm so sorry, astrological sign it is about. Okay, and then divinatory meanings, mundane meanings, esoteric meanings, correspondences, and this is kind of nice because it's like the short version. Okay, and it goes through that with all the runes, and there are 24 here, and if they add the blank rune, that's number 25. That talks about runing divination. Here's a picture of some runes made of wood. Reversed runes. Okay, so it gives you the meanings for reversed runes. That's interesting. I haven't seen that. And rune casts, or casting runes. It gives you some spreads, if you will. And here's another. So this is a super good introduction to runes. All right, the only thing I would say it's missing is pronunciation. And I do have that somewhere. Okay, so this was first produced in 2016 by Quarto Publishing, 2017 by Wellfleet Press. So it's been around for a few years. And I'm sure you can order that online if you want to. Again, that's the Rune Magic kit. All right, so let me put that aside for a second so I can show you some other stuff. So once I got into runes, I started reading and reading and reading. And here are some books. Here's A Practical Guide to the Runes by Lisa Peschel. Their uses in Divination and Magic. And this is by Llewellyn Press. This is an oldie. The first edition was published in 1989. The 12th printing was 2005. So you can tell it's even yellowed. It's kind of so old. But this has a lot of good information. Let me see if it has pronunciations. Now I'm like wondering. Tara says... No, I don't really see it. Okay. But anyway, there's that book. Then we have Rune Wisdom, which came in another kit that I got, the box of which is long gone. Learn to use this ancient code for insight. So if you're interested, this author is Jonathan D. And this was actually a Barnes & Noble book. And again, what are runes, the Elder Futhark, pictures of the runes and so on. Aha! A pronunciation. Thank you, thank you. So, oh, maybe not. That's not a pronunciation. That is just different names for the same rune. My bad. All right, nope. All right, so there's that. So that there are other rune kits out there where you can get the runes in the book and all that. Okay, now, this book, the Nordic Book of Runes, learn to use this ancient code for insight, direction, and divination. This is also by Jonathan D., who wrote the book for Barnes & Noble for that kit. This is CICO Books, CICO Books. And it was only $9.99. In fact, I got this one recently. And this is this edition published in 2021. Okay, so there's that one. And then, now Ralph Blum is like the king of runes. And when I first got, my first rune kit was Ralph Blum. And he has written so many kits and things. And his are more expensive, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it because his descriptions are just so like in depth and really, really good. I just really feel like this is good. And I'm thinking he might have now I'm obsessing over the pronunciations, but okay. Anyway. So Ralph Blum, Ralph H. Blum, B-L-U-M. So this was a kit called the Rune Cards. This was a kit called the Book of Runes. Again, Ralph Blum. He did Relationship Runes by Ralph Blum and Bronwyn Jones. That was another kit. And then the Healing Runes was another kit by Ralph Blum and Susan Luhan. All right, so there's all of those. And then recently I found this, the Runes Journal, Record Your Castings to Gain Guidance in Life Decisions by Andrew McKay. Now this one was published by Arcturus Press. And you know where a good place, okay, by Arcturus Press, let me just get in 2023. So this is a newie. This is a new one. And you might be interested, the Elder Futhark, the Younger Futhark, it tells you all about him. The Anglo-Saxon Futhark, later rune developments, how to draw or cast the runes. There's a single rune spread. They have the rune symbol, the Proto-Germanic not pronunciation, name of it, and then the meaning of the runes, and then I'm seeing name, pronunciation. Thank you, thank you, thank you in the newest book. So Hagalaz, right. Okay, yay, it tells you how to pronounce them. Now, if you talk to a Nordic person, they may disagree. I don't know, but I'm going by this. Okay, name pronunciation, Northiz. See, I wouldn't know that. It looks like Nowdiz, but it's Northiz. All right, so very cool. So this one, yay, has pronunciations again by Andrew McKay, 2023. All right, so then a really great place to go if you're interested in runes is to a Renaissance fair, because Renaissance fairs always have cool people reading runes and selling runes. And so this is a chart of runes that I got at so it has Tyr's 8, Heimdall's 8, and Freya's 8, the different runes. And the meaning of that, of course, is in the books. I'm not going to go into it right now. But now let's get to the good part. Let's look at some runes. So this particular kit came with these runes, and they are like all different colors. I'm sure these are made out of resin, but these are one kind of rune. They're supposed to look like stones, and they pretty much do. This is what they look like. Okay, so there's that kit. And this, I believe, kit came with this little deck of, because look, it matches. So it came with this little deck of rune cards, which has the meaning and the reverse meaning on it too, and the tree that it relates to. So very cool. So maybe we'll do our reading with this group, all right? I'll just show you the other ones, and then we'll do a little reading, because that looks easy and interesting to see what Spirit has to say to you through the runes. All right, let me just show you a couple of these others, because there's lots, and there's like tons and tons of different types of rune sets. I'll just show you some. Okay, so this is a cool set, and it's a beautiful zipper bag, and it's velvet. You probably can see it has the runes on it. Really pretty. And these runes are very interesting. I put selenite in there with them. These are made of they're rose quartz. You can't really tell, but they're rose quartz. They look almost like clear quartz. And there they are, and the rune symbols are in them in gold. Very nice. So, love that. This I got again at a Renaissance fair. And then we have this set. And it's really good to keep them in a bag, because then when you reach in randomly and pull them out. Okay, these are ceramic runes. They're kind of, they've obviously been fired. They're clay. And this is what they look like. And they're about a little over an inch long, I'd say. So there's those. And then here's another set. And then these are kind of cool. These are, they're kind of clearish. I'm sure they're resin. And they used to be pinker, but they've kind of changed color over the years. But this is them. And they're very light. They feel like very light plastic. But I'm not sure if they're plastic or resin. I don't know. Okay, and there's that. And then this is a little tricksy thing I made. When I was trying to learn the runes, I made myself flashcards, rune cards. Okay, my camera's starting to overheat, so I have to end this. If I have to end this, I will, but here we go. So I did the symbol of the rune on the front and wrote the meaning and pronunciation on the back. Manas, the self. Nothing in excess. Okay, so very good. So you can make yourself rune cards to learn the meanings, which is what I did, and those worked out very nicely. All right, let's do a quick reading before my camera stops working. Okay, Spirit, what do you have to say to the viewer today through the runes? I have no idea what these are. I'm just going to grab one. Okay, and this is your rune. Let's look it up. That one is, I'm going to do my little cards here. Okay, let me find it. It is, of course, it's the last one. This is it. Meaning, okay, so is it man? It means man, human being. Okay, that's it. It says meaning. Embracing all the strengths and weaknesses that make you fully human will help you to realize your divinity. Balance the emotional, intellectual, physical, and spiritual qualities within, and use your energy to inspire you. Now, if it had been reversed, which it is not, it would mean you must wholly accept yourself as you are before you can begin to make changes. Be kind to yourself. And that's always good advice. And the tree that this relates to is the holly tree. So there it is. That's your rune. All right, I'm going to end it here because my camera's about to stop. That was my quick introduction to runes. I hope it was helpful and informative. If you liked it, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't. It's completely free for you. It helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.